Hi, I'm Doug McClintic. I'm the Church Multiplication Catalyst for Luminex, and I want to talk to you today about different kinds of church planting and different approaches to funding and supporting church plants. I put here on the board a little matrix, two different poles. One is capacity, the other is reach. And some of our churches all new churches are designed to reach people through evangelism, but some of our churches need to be designed to increase our capacities to work together as a network or as a denomination or as a movement within a city. And some of our churches are more focused on reaching new people, people who may have difficulties. They may live in an under-resourced area, they may have special needs, they may be from an unreached people group that have moved here into North America. And so as we look at these two different approaches to church planting, we need to have a balanced approach in how we plant those churches. Some churches are going to become self-sustaining very quickly, within 2 to 5 years. Usually these are churches that are in a more resourced area where most of the people are employed in some kind of full-time work. Usually it's a general rule of thumb that you need about 100 people with a full-time job to create sustainability in a church. And so in an area where most of the people are employed, you can see that it'll be easier to get to that goal of reaching sustainability in a shorter period of time. We need to plant many of these churches, first of all, to replace those supporting churches that we're losing every year in our networks and denominations. But we also need to plant these kinds of churches in order to increase our capacity to reach people who are not quick capacity building churches. And so if you look at this poll, these churches usually are in less resourced areas with people that are unemployed or underemployed or partially employed. They may take 5 to 15 years to reach sustainability, to get to that place where they have 100 employed individuals. And they're often in places where there are special needs. For example, planting churches with deaf individuals among the deaf community, or planting churches in a very poor area of a city in which most of the congregation are people who don't have a lot of financial resources. Or it could be an unreached people group, a group that has moved to the United States. They're a part of our communities, but most of them are not reached by the gospel, even in their country of origin. And it takes a considerable amount of time to experience conversion and assimilation into the new churches. And so this is kind of a helpful thing. Indeed, every one of our churches is in some part of this. You could plot each one of our churches in some place. Some are higher capacity and they extend reach a little bit further, some less and some more. But I hope that's a helpful distinction that will help you in your church planting and supporting of church planting efforts.